The day has finally arrived where we are unboxing an official Kanna Kamui Nendoroid figure from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. If you haven't seen it, I have a quite popular video from 2019 where I unboxed a Kanna figure, but it wasn't an Nendoroid figure. At the time, I had a few questions about where I purchased it, and unfortunately, when I tried to give a link, that website listing was no longer available. I could understand why. I did not technically a knockoff. I just thought it was a cute figure. Okay, my bad. I will let you know that had I known, I would never have condoned purchasing her, but I do still have that figure, and we're gonna do a little bit of unboxing, but also some comparing of the two. If you're interested in this figure, I took part in the pre-order. I just checked Good Smiles website. She's still available in stock right now, so go over there if you want to grab yours. Also, I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm just obsessed with these figures. Let's jump straight into our favorite part, which is the unboxing. Got some cute imagery here on the back, an idea for kind of pieces she's going to have. They generally have another face plate or so. Look at that cute little backpack. Kanna-chan was one of my immediately, you ever just see an anime character and you know that's like my soul character. I love this person and they're so much like me. That's how I felt about her. Okay, I know I look like I'm being a little bit aggressive here, but this is a bit flexible, so I had to get my fingers under there. Nice little slide out. You'll usually also have a nice little booklet in here. This will give you some information about how you can safely take off the face plates and all the different accessory parts, especially if you need replacement parts, things of that nature. And as I'm going to open this, I already see something that's kind of making me chuckle, which is this crab right here. If y'all remember when she ate that crab just straight off the beach, that was hilarious. You'll get your stand, an additional peg. Set this aside. Oh my. Oh, she's beautiful. She's just, she's absolutely precious. Oh, with the little backpack, and it's got the little straps. I can already see some noticeable differences that we'll get to discuss whenever we do the comparison. This is going to be very fun. Sometimes you'll have a sheet of plastic here. They want you to just kind of pull softly, give it a little wiggle, and you'll be able to pull that plastic right off. It keeps the face nice and protected during travel. We'll be able to take this piece. Oh, usually you can take this off. It's just a little bit secure on there. There we go. Now, this is your neck peg. You want to be careful with her. She's important. I'm just going to kind of aggressively rip that off. And as you can see, the backpack, it's quite a nice, simple design. It has a back peg there. And then also the strap. So triple support. That's beautiful. I love the way it did. I love that. I have one of these backpacks. They're so cute. Oh, and we have a little peg piece under here for something. Maybe that's how her stand is implemented. We'll find out. As you can see, we've got some additional face plates here. We've got a nice, adorable little and then you have the and this is the I don't know why in my head that what feels like works for these face plates. My favorite face plate out of all of these is let me think. Okay, I do, because I can just hear this one. It's one of my favorite little stims that I took from Kanna-chan when I watched the show, was that, oh. And then we'll put her front hairpiece right back on. Isn't that beautiful? It's got some great weight. And of course, as you can see, the airbrush details, the face, the blush, everything is beautiful. Just beautiful. I would like to point out, because I've just noticed, since this will be something we'll talk about also in the comparison, the tail is done differently. It is a piece of plastic, and this looks like very finicky. I would be very careful with that. It's not jointed. I am immediately interested in testing out her little extra torso piece here, and I think this is a bit different from my normal Nendoroid torsos. So why don't we have a look at that booklet there, make sure we don't break anything. Just a simple square and extrusion type of situation here. I should be able to, let me try taking the hands off first. Seems as if you should be able to wiggle this piece right off. Oh, okay, this comes off in more pieces than I was expecting. Do you think maybe, nope, well, clearly. Oh, it's a little bit cursed. How not to do it. All right, I do believe we're meant to kind of, oh, there we go. Just got to be slow and steady with it. If you're ever struggling with pieces coming undone or being able to put pieces in, especially smaller joints like this one, give it a little bit of a heat with a hair dryer or maybe even some like hot water. It'll get it pliable again. You'll be good to go. Pop this bad boy on. To the plastic, it's a bit cold there, so it just needs a little bit of attention. Okay, and then we have two other sets of arms. We've got the really cute straight arms, nice little simple fist, and then we have this cute little hand here with the crab and these additional bent arms. I will say it almost feels like there's lacking pieces, but there's not. There's a lot here. As I said earlier, she is available in stock. You won't have to pre-order her and wait like I did. I just couldn't help myself though. I had to know that I had secured one. We've got our adorable little crab hand here where she ate that crab. And then we have two more arm options here. You're gonna have that little indentation so that it'll fit under her collar of her outfit. Right? Look how cute she is. Adorable. We love her. We love her here. Okay. As I'm looking at this, I start to ponder, okay, well, she's got the claw hand, so this is where another layer of the fun parts of Nendoroids come in. These hands, though easily losable, can take that right off and then pop this on. So this is the perfect face it looks like I chose. For her to nom, she got, oh, there's a slot on the crab too. Can you imagine? You can make your own miniature foods for her. I'm going to do that because I know how to sculpt miniatures and stuff. Y'all seen me do it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look at that though. She's nomming it. Oh, look at her. Isn't she precious? I love that she has this sitting stance. I'm going to have to put her in her case immediately. I feel like she's always going to be like this. I think that she is absolutely precious. Worth the $52 for sure. Now, here's a little bonus moment with this. Other than it being a simple unboxing video, I wanted to revisit this 2019 Kanna figure I had purchased and kind of compare how I feel about one versus the other. There was more faceplates for her. I moved. I lost them. I no longer have her faceplates. It would be interesting to see if this is compatible with these. We can explore that here in a second. This is so much like comparing apples and oranges because looking at this, whilst they do have similar designs of a stand, there is a magnetic base here, which this doll had magnetic bases for here. Most of the Nendoroids, the regular Nendoroids, they don't work that way. They just have a piece right here in the back. This is more comparable to had they done a Kanna-chan Nendoroid doll, which is a little bit of a larger scale of the chibi design. I feel a little bit wrong for comparing the two because they're just not the same things. I would like to say right away though, clearly you're going to enjoy the fact that this has fabric clothing. The shoes, this was a mistake I made. I had cut them in the original video. I know. I don't even like looking at it. The tail is fabric. Probably one of the things I'm missing from here is the fact that this tail, it doesn't have a little flocking or anything. What I'll do is probably go in and custom flock the tail myself. Very easy to do that. Airbrush details. Right here in the back, the detail to gradients on this version, much more than on the Nendoroid version. However, they produce tons of these and they have to get them out in a way that's going to be productive. So I absolutely understand why there might be a little bit more detail with the airbrushing here versus if you look here. They didn't have to do as much detail with the airbrushing because the detail of the sculpting, the quality speaks for itself. We do have the general yellowing of those more affordable fabrics. This always happens. It's that type of material where it's not necessarily cloth, but it's more of like a composite, more efficient, affordable. Here you are paying for a true quality. I think one last thing that's worth looking at would be the face details. Nendoroid face details are always pristine, beautiful. I would struggle to know the difference aside from there's a lot more gray in the highlight of this eye versus these are much more lighter highlights. Everything else is pretty comparable. It's quite lovely. I love this figure. I'm never going to get rid of it, although I do heavily regret having known now that I kind of accidentally bought a knockoff. This is the back of the knockoff. This is the back of an official. No, they are not compatible. And if you want my absolute advice from someone who ignorantly purchased a knockoff, but I cannot bring myself to get rid of it, consider yourself lucky. Good Smile finally released an official one. As always, I appreciate y'all sticking through my videos. I hope you all have a super amazing day. I know thanks to all of you, I'm going to have a super amazing day.